into myself. What a wonderful world.
Hi, welcome to
Dee Jay Talk. My name is Diana.
And my name is Jessica.
This is our first episode of our new podcast that we've been planning for about a year now.
Not so many years, so many months.
So here we are on our first episode.
On Mother's
It's
Day.
also Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day to all.
To everybody.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a mother of two?
Crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's fun though to see them grow and all that. So
It's crazy how I still feel like you are a mom, even though I'm here like every weekend and I basically
at
live
the
here.
age of 27.
Mackenzie's going to be 3 years old in September, and
Mm-hmm.
Ariana's going to be 3 months
Yes.
already.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Do you want another one? Yeah, you do.
I don't know. We'll see.
We always
let's get
talked
through
about
this
how-
first before I think about another one.
We always talked about how the next one would be twin boys.
Yeah, right. No.
2 boys, 2 girls.
No, thank you.
Twins runs in the family.
Yeah, but it skips a generation, so there you go, Mackenzie.
You never know. Well, we
know.
decided to do this podcast because it was just like a random thought in our head, and we were bored during COVID.
Yes.
And we're like, oh, let's just do a podcast. How hard can that be? It's a lot harder than what we thought.
It's crazy. It's too many steps, too many, like, programs and...
And processes, and just, we couldn't even get it till now.
Yeah.
So here we are, a year later.
We tried. We're trying still.
But you also got pregnant, so that put a
that
pause
too.
between pregnant
Between
and
kids and work and
baby shower and birthday
all that
parties
stuff.
and
So
pregnancies and snowstorms and
just life.
just life happens.
Yep.
But we just decided to start this just to talk about anything and everything, all random things, nothing crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna start Instagram posts and stuff soon, and then ask questions so that
Q&As.
Yep, so
have
we can answer
guests.
them for you guys, or if you have any questions, concerns, please drop down in the comments.
We are probably going to get to a point where we'll end up going on YouTube with
Sometime.
video,
Maybe.
possibly. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I don't know. I just feel
But
awkward of a camera just like recording me as I'm doing something. Like right now, this is weird to me.
Why is it weird?
Cause you were just, I don't know.
It's just we're just having a conversation.
I
It's
know,
being
but people are
recorded.
listening to our conversations.
That's how it is. We don't know how this is gonna go, but we're just gonna wing it. We really don't have a
Trial.
not a trial, like a schedule to go by.
Well, every Saturday we could probably do this.
No, meaning like we don't have like
Oh,
bullet
like a plot,
points of,
like
like,
planned. Yeah, we don't have
where-
plans or anything like that right now.
yeah, we're just gonna
We're
wing
just
it.
winging it for now.
Go for it.
Possibly in the next episode we'll have more preparedness.
Probably. If you guys
So-
have any advice on how to do a podcast,
Suggestions, advice.
please let us know, because we really don't know what we're doing. We're just
No.
winging it. Hopefully, at some point, it'll get to enough people. We are going to put it on Spotify, and I'm going to see what other social media platforms to put it on. Hopefully by next week, we'll have an Instagram up and running,
Maybe. I could work on that.
and then go from there. And then every week we'll just put an episode on. Some episodes will be just random stuff. Maybe some can be like true crime. Because I've been hearing a podcast lately, and some of their episodes is like true crime, where they go over like, whatchamacallit?
Don't look into facts and then
Like murder
their own
cases and all that
investigations.
stuff. Which I know you like, because you're into the whole
Yes.
investigation.
and murder mystery and
murder,
all that
who did
stuff.
it, she did it,
Yes.
she guilty. Which,
Speaking of guilty, talking about Amber Heard
oh
and
my
Johnny
god,
Depp's
can we
case.
please talk about
Forget
that?
about that. I'm so obsessed with that case right now.
I don't know what everybody thinks out there, but I say she's guilty to the max,
We'll see what happens, but I cannot wait for the cross-examination.
which is May 16th? No.
Well, no, the trial goes on again May 16th. but I don't know if it's gonna happen in May 16th. It might.
Listen,
I don't know all the details.
She has so many things against her. And then she also wanted to dismiss the case right before she was going on stand. If you're not guilty,
yeah,
you would keep going with the trial.
Yeah, you would want to not want to pay the $50 million,
but then
or whatever how much it is that
she tried, and then the judge was like, "Psych, we're gonna keep going."
I cannot wait.
This is so
I've seen
exciting.
so many videos of people editing and
these TikToks. And...
yeah, the TikToks, what they find and all that. And I'm like, ooh, I found more and more each day.
You can tell she's an actress because those tears are not real.
There's
and
no
her
tears.
Facial expressions and...
There's no tears.
And what else?
And then posing for the camera. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah. Taking your time and sneaking stuff with that water bottle that she had on. Where she snuck into her pocket.
Something fishy going around with her. And Johnny Depp is just chilling and, relaxed, laid back about it. Because he knows this is the truth. Whatever he has is the truth.
I really hope this doesn't really ruin his career, though. It kind of did already.
It did already.
But hopefully, if they find her guilty and him not guilty, let's say.
We love you, Johnny Depp.
I wish I was there. You know, people wait in line to go into the courtroom.
Yeah, I want to go.
As an audience.
Can we go?
I would love to fly down there.
Is it Los Angeles?
Yeah, I think so.
Just to go
down
there?
I'm talking about like it's in the South. I would fly to California for 2-3 days and wait in line at 4:00 in the morning.
Me too.
Or 3 in the morning.
I'll camp out and get a wristband and just be on TV. There's a girl that she woke up at like 2:33. I saw on TikTok. She waited in line, got a wristband, and then she goes, "Look, Mom, I made it on TV." And you see her in the first row. Oh, really?
With her boyfriend behind Johnny Depp. I was like, "Oh my god."
Damn.
But did you also notice, like, when he goes to court or leaves court, how people react compared to her?
Yeah.
Did you see that one where they didn't pull out her chair and she was waiting for somebody to pull out her chair?
I mean, at least, like, her side should be polite enough to do that.
But I wonder what her lawyer thinks of her, honestly. He's probably like, we're not winning this case at all.
I'm going to write a letter to him and interview him.
To who?
To the lawyer.
And tell him why.
I just want to know, like, what's his opinion?
He's not going to tell you.
I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't.
Oh, my goodness. I just would love to just go. Have you ever done jury duty, by the way?
Yeah.
Did you ever go into the courtroom?
I didn't tell you.
No.
My first jury duty ever, I got picked in the front, like, the first seat.
No, stop.
So I had to talk before the jury.
Stop.
It was... I could talk about it now because the case is closed, but it was about a car accident.
Really?
Yeah. It was a little fender bender, and then this lady was complaining about her back, and I don't know. It was something weird off about the case. And then, either way, I got picked for my first jury duty ever to be in the first seat. And my anxiety was really high.
Yeah, because you don't like to give speeches or talk in front of people.
This is why it's awkward for me, because I don't know.
But we're not, there's nobody here.
It doesn't matter. It's still talking and...
Wait, so this whole court, was it just a one-day thing, or was it like a few days that you had to go?
It was a few days, because we had to make up a decision. Because they only do like a 7-to-1 ratio, so some of us had to say yes, or come up with one decision, and one person with a different opinion.
Right, because there's 8 people on there, right?
I think so, yeah.
So what was the verdict?
The lady, well, we decided to give the lady, like, some sort of money because we don't know for sure if she was in pain or not.
Yeah, like, how can you really prove that unless you have medical records?
But, like, she never got x-rays done. She never had anything really done. And then she's saying that she's uncomfortable and can't stand for too long or sit down for too long.
I mean, I know that
she's sitting in the courtroom perfectly fine.
Oh, well, then. There's another Amber. Didn't you tell me last night?
Don't be an Amber.
Don't be an Amber instead of don't be a Karen.
Instead of a Karen now, don't be an Amber.
All those Karens out there, I'm sorry. That one person had to ruin it for you.
It's fine now, because now it's don't be an Amber, so you're off the hook.
Sorry to all the Ambers out there.
That's true, too.
Damn.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
What are you going to do?
I got picked for jury duty a bunch of times, but I never went inside the court, so I don't know how that works.
Really?
Yeah. Because there was one trial, apparently it was a really big trial, and everybody was getting called in. Everybody was getting called. I'm like, man, I'm going to be called next. And after lunch, they came back, and they said that during lunch, the two parties ended up like, mediation, like resolution, whatever,
Okay.
settlement. So they sent everybody home. I was like, dang, I wanted to know what it was. We didn't know what it was. But all they said that morning was that if there wasn't going to be a settlement, it was going to be like a really long trial. But they didn't tell us what the case was.
I want to be in a long trial. That's what I wanted. I don't want like some little fender bender crash thingy. Like,
Wait, so you guys go into what? Like a little room in the back? I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this.
Why not?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry
Well,
to the government.
No, but like, what do you guys do? Go in the back room and you just discuss the case? And
we
you guys
go into
all,
a
like,
room
decide?
that's like secretly, like no one's in there except for in the jury duty. Like
right,
no
so
cop. Even the cop leaves the room.
So even between you guys,
It's
decide.
just between us that we decide. The cop's not even. No one's in there other than us. And then, like, once we make the decision, we knock on the door and we tell the officer, and then he brings us back to the room.
I want to do something like that.
I want to do something like that, but like with a major case, like a big case.
Like a murder case or something, where you're on trial for like...
So I could do my little... No, I can't do any investigation.
No, you
That's
can't.
crazy, because in jury duty, you cannot look up the case. You can't do anything. You can't look up the judge. You can't look up anything that's involved with the case.
Well, that's what I... No, because then you're too involved.
So then the jury duty that's dealing with Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp's case, they can't watch TV. They can't do anything because they're well-known.
So then, like,
actor or actress.
How do you avoid that? Because it's out there, like,
You
so
basically
out there.
just sit in your house
read
and
a
just
book.
not do anything other
Read
than
a book.
like
Read
eat
the
and drink.
Pirates Caribbean book.
Yeah, or
Pretty
watch
much.
the movie, or watch movies other than
That's
the
crazy.
news or anything like that.
I'm sure they have to sign some, like, confidential, like... Did you have to sign that? Some
No,
kind of
but they said
confidential
that
paper?
if you end up looking up the case or anything like that, all of us in the jury duty could get fined.
Damn. And then you can't go back, obviously.
I don't know about that part. I just know we could get all fined, even if one person does it, and we have
dang.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but how can they prove that?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
I don't know.
Because if you're at home watching the news, it's on there.
Yeah, but you know that they're well known, so you can't watch the news.
That's insane. I don't know. We'll see how this case ends, but I'm really excited.
I cannot wait until they cross-examination him. Or her, I mean.
Just the lies. And, like, the way she talks, too, like, she stutters or she stops. It's like she's trying to remember. Like, if they wrote her, like, a
come up with a
script.
story.
Yeah, or, like, they wrote her a script and she has to, like, memorize lines. And she just stands there. Or sits there,
I don't know. I've heard that her story, she got it off with someone else's story. So it's not hers. I don't know if it's true, but it could happen.
Like, someone else got, like a domestic violence and she just went off that?
Yeah, like she just said their story rather than her own, even though there's no story to tell. She just needs the story to say.
I really wonder how long this case is going to go on for.
Well, they said they have to make it a final decision by the 27th.
Of this month?
Yeah. Or that's like the day that they come up with the decision. That's what the judge said.
Yo, that judge is probably like, I'm so tired of this case.
Maybe that's why she took a week off.
Probably she's like, I can't deal with this.
But I have in my calendar May 16th at 9 a.m.
Yeah, if anybody
Ready to
wants
watch
to text us for those, because it's just our first episode, so we didn't really put a link up yet. But
No, but we can set up an Instagram. I thought we did already, though.
no, we didn't.
Oh.
We were going to, and then life happened, of course.
Yeah. So, but we'll see what happens.
This is interesting. Who thought that we would do a podcast?
I don't know. It was your idea. Excuse the kids in the background if you hear anything. Any kids in the
Got
background,
like a
by the way.
toddler and a
baby
and a
crying.
newborn.
We got a 3-month-old and an almost 3-year-old, so
3 years old.
yeah.
That's insane. I'm so excited to plan a birthday party.
Oh, jeez. Well, you go ahead and do that.
Carnival theme? Come on. With prizes, games.
It's going to be fun.
I'm so excited. I don't know who's going to be more excited, the adults or the kids. I feel like when you have little ones, I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not
It's
a
just
mom.
an excuse for you to have fun.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you just plan a party for, quote
For
unquote,
the
the kids.
kids.
But technically, it's your
for more
child
their
inside of
adults.
you that wants to have fun.
Yeah.
Like the bouncy house. Like, I really want to get that big one. The obstacle course one.
I mean, that's up to you. If you guys were planning it, I have nothing to do with it.
That junk is the the thing is, we would have to get permission to put it in the backyard, though.
Yeah.
The HOA.
Which is, I'm sure they'll be fine with it.
We'll be like, you're invited.
I don't see why not, but I don't know if you'd rather rent or just buy one. And we'll
No,
just
you
keep
can't
it.
buy. That's too big to buy.
No, but what do you mean?
Remember the one that we saw that was an obstacle course?
Yeah, but we could still buy one and just keep it, like, in a shed or something.
No. I think if it's something that big, we should just rent it. Not like the bouncy house that you said that you guys found.
Yeah, but it's worth buying one. That way that we could just keep using it and using it.
True.
But, I mean, like I said, it's up to you.
We have to look at it more into it.
I mean, it's till September, so.
Yeah, but look
We
at
have
this
many
month. We're
months.
already in May.
I know,
I
I
feel
have
like
to
we
still
just
buy
did
stuff for
Christmas.
the freaking party that we're having in June.
Yeah, the tiki party.
There's a tiki party.
That's gonna be a good party. I'm excited.
I have to start buying stuff for that, but I can't because of maternity leave and all that stuff. So
That's what's wrong with this country. When you have to wait or depend on money, whether it's disability, maternity leave, what else is out there? I don't know.
anything deals with like money from the government.
It takes
so long.
forever. Because when did you apply? Ariana was born in January.
In January, but I applied it in February 7th.
And
then
we're in May.
I'm still talking to them.
That's like, good thing that you're, I mean, not that you're not depending on it because you need it, but it's not a case where like you really, really like
Yeah,
need
like
it.
I'm fortunate enough to be in a home that I have a lot of support. And I feel bad for those moms who don't have the support like I do and have to deal with all this.
I don't know how they do it. I give props to
Shout
them
out to
too.
those badass moms, by the way.
Yeah, for real, because I don't know how you guys do it. You do it. Somehow you end up doing it, and you
Just
guys
keep on
pull
going.
through.
Don't give up.
Crazy. Dude, you're a mom.
I'm a mom.
Like, I don't know. It just doesn't hit me. I don't know.
I'm still shocked to this day.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, when you told us you were pregnant, I thought you were joking. Because all those times before that, you were like, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, are you? And you're like, no. So that day, I had to really, like, hound you. And ask you,
the way I told you is you were changing Mackenzie, and I just gave you the pregnancy test.
No, I'm not talking about Ariana. I'm talking about Mackenzie.
Oh.
With Mackenzie.
Oh, that's with all the gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
But I thought you were kidding because...
I would not joke when I give you gifts like that.
I don't know, but then when you
That's
started
crazy.
crying, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's for real.
No, yeah, I would not do that. That's just too much.
And I love with Ariana, I was changing me just through the pregnancy test. You're like, here you go. And I was like, that came out so clear.
Because the thing is that I was leaving that day. No.
Yeah, you're going to Florida.
Not that day, the day before.
No, that day, that morning.
Oh, yeah, because I was nervous
That
to
morning,
fly.
and you said that you started feeling sick and
Yeah, 'cause I
nauseous, and
thought
I was
it
like,
was
oh
a
my
flight.
god, why are you so anxious? You're like, oh, I'm scared to fly, or what if
Yeah, 'cause
something
I don't like
happens? And I'm like,
flying.
nothing is going to happen. And then you were like, let me just take a test just for the hell of it.
And then there we go.
And pops up a very perfectly positive sign.
Positive.
And look, she's already going to be 3 months.
3 months. But what's crazy is that they are 9 months in the belly, or in the uterus, whatever you want to call it. And then when they're born, it's like they're newborn. Like, they're back to zero, per se. So then, technically, wouldn't it be like
they're 10 months old already.
10 months and, yeah. Technically.
That's actually a good point. I didn't think about
I mean,
it.
even though they're not walking or talking or whatever, but technically...
But you're still, like,
10
alive,
months.
so...
Yeah.
Technically, then we're a year older than what we are.
Yeah.
Or, like, 9 to 10 months older. Depends on how far you...
I mean, it kind of makes sense for being a newborn, and I don't know.
Well, being a mom, talk about Mother's Day. Mom brain.
Mothers.
You get mom brain, like, every day.
It's
Like,
terrible.
You ask me the same thing, like, 10,000 times. And I'm like, we already talked about it.
It's worse after a second kid. Please, whoever has a second kid, please comment or do whatever. Just let me know if you have a big ass, like, excuse the language, mom brain. Excuse any future cursing, by the way, because I tend to slip out a lot.
No, but like the other day, you asked me to babysit over the week. I said, yeah, no problem. And then I asked you, what did I ask you? Oh, I was like, yeah, so Dad's going to drop me off because he needs my car. And you're like, oh, you're sleeping over this weekend? I'm like, you're the one who asked me to babysit. And you're like, oh, crap, you're right.
Yeah. By the way, we're sisters, if you guys didn't catch that on.
Oh, yeah, my man.
Yeah,
we should have started off with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 6 years older, though. And I always said that because I was the good child, Mom and Dad wanted more. And there pops out you and our brother, twins. After that, Mom was like, hell no, no more kids. Because you pranked Mom so much, and Mackenzie's going down that road. I see it.
Yeah, I was a big prankster. Oh my gosh.
Yo, Mom would like cry and have heart attacks because you would prank her so much. And it wasn't like little stuff, it was like big stuff.
I don't even know how I got that, to be honest. I don't know how I got that personality.
You don't remember throwing eggs in the laundry room?
I don't remember that, but I remember one morning before school, I woke up earlier than I did or should have. I was hiding in the bathroom and I left the door creak like no one was in there. And then Mom was going crazy looking for me. Like freaking out. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, how come you didn't answer me at first? And I was like, because I didn't hear you. And she's like, yeah, right. And I would always hide in her closet before she would lay down on her bed.
Yo, you remember time I heard Mom screaming? And it was like either you or Danny like jumping out of like closets or under the bed.
And I used to hide inside, I don't know if you guys remember, those t-shirt racks that used to be circle.
Oh, like rounded. Kmart.
And like Kmart.
Oh,
and like you would hide inside of it. And I would, like I said, I would hide inside of it. And then she would try looking for me, and I'll just jump out scared. That was bad.
Oh my gosh. Yo, back to that egg story though. Mom told me I was in school, and then she said that you guys were way too quiet. And she goes, when you guys were way too quiet, something was up. And then she found you guys downstairs. Well, one of you was holding the egg carton, the other one was throwing it against the wall. And then Mom was like, what are you guys doing? And you guys both blamed each other and said, it wasn't me.
Well, that's why when Mackenzie gets quiet for like a second, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, Mackenzie.
Right?
But I could see Mackenzie being that way, though.
Oh, no. But she's already starting that way.
Yeah. But I'll join along and like I'll prank her back. I don't care when she's old enough to actually understand everything.
Oh my gosh!
Like the way the concept, like the world works, I'll prank her back. I'll get her back. I'll be that fun mom. I don't want to be that
prankster.
I'll still be.
You saw that
strict,
movie?
But...
Yes Day.
Yeah, you asked me this already.
I know, but would you ever do that with your girls?
Yeah, to have a yes day.
Yeah, but like if they say let's go through a car wash with the windows open, it's a yes day.
I guess so. I mean, it's a yes day, but there has to be rules. I'm sorry, but I had to set some rules like about the yes day. But
like
yeah,
what kind of rules?
Obviously, nothing crazy, like get a tattoo or like something like that, like or
Mackenzie didn't get the tattoo yesterday at Chuck E. Cheese. Remember?
Oh yeah, well she didn't want it, but I'm just saying, like something like
nothing that could break anything or destroy anything, like car wash. I feel like that can ruin the car.
Yeah, stuff like I have to think about it, but kind of like what is that called? Common sense stuff,
Yeah. Oh my god.
Stuff like that. But
you see that TikTok about that girl that was literally washing her car, and she literally opened up her car and she was foaming the inside of her car.
No, I didn't see that one.
And the guy was like, oh my god, what is she doing? And she just kept cleaning and scrubbing inside her car.
Oh,
and she took
I think
the power washer.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh.
Are people like, I'm sorry, like, do they not know or they just do it on purpose?
I have no idea.
Like, I don't get it.
It's a question we will never know.
People these days, I question people themselves these days.
Yeah.
Especially after COVID. If COVID just, I don't know. COVID like ruined people, story. I feel like.
2 years already. More than 2 years.
More than 2 years.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll like ever end, or it'll become
No.
like a thing where it's like, oh, just have the flu.
It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be just like another flu.
But then this whole like mask mandate, some people are going back to that. I don't know.
It's always gonna be around, no matter what. I mean, what are you gonna do?
You didn't get the COVID shot, right?
No.
I did. I never got the booster though.
That's just a whole like topic that I
That's
did
a
not
whole
want to
separate
get
topic.
into. But,
No, but
yeah, I did not get the COVID shot for many, many reasons. I did not believe in it. I mean, I do believe in vaccines, yes, but I don't believe in vaccines that happen to be generated within a year and don't know any.
But do you really think it was
Specific.
generated in a year, or do you think they've had it for so long?
They probably did, but
And they just, magically we just came out with it and now we're good.
but either way, they don't have enough studies for it.
That's true. Now they want kids to get it. You saw
Yeah,
that?
no.
Like
That's not
6
happening.
and, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like 6 and over or something like that, or 8 and over, or 10.
I think, but
Something
then
around
I
those
think
lines.
I heard also it was like starting to become like at 5 or like younger than that.
Now, when Kenzie goes to kindergarten in 2 years, when she's 5, and they say that she needs it to get into school,
Well, that would be, yeah, possibly because they'll have more studies on it.
right? You know, one
Maybe.
time I almost got kicked out of school because I didn't have my hepatitis B shot.
Really?
It was in high school. I think it was my freshman year of high school. My record showed I didn't have hepatitis B. I don't know how we missed that. And the nurse was like, you can't come back to school until you got all 3 shots. And I went to the doctor and I got my first one. Like, oh, next week is your second one. And then you got to wait like 2 months for your other one. I'm like, I'm not missing. No, I'm sorry. I'm not missing a month of school. He said, I got to miss another month. I was like, can I get a doctor's note? So I got a doctor's note. I went back to school. And I showed her, I was like, listen, I got my first one. I'm getting my second one next week. But then the other one's not for another month. I can't miss a month of school. And she goes, no, if you have a doctor's note, you can stay. I was like, okay, good. Because what am I going to do?
Yeah.
There's no remote school like how it was now.
No. Not now.
You miss like I don't know how many number of days of school before you stay back. I forgot what it
remember
was.
that time. High school days.
High school. It's 16 years that I've been out of high school.
What? My 10-year reunion is going to be this year. It is this year, yeah.
2022?
Mm-hmm.
You graduated
Yeah,
2012?
2012.
I thought you graduated. No, I graduated in 2011 from Middlesex. Never mind.
No, yeah, 2012 was the high school graduation.
I was supposed to have my 10-year reunion. We never did it.
I don't know if we're having it this year, but I don't know if I'm going, if we are.
I debated going to mine if we had one. Obviously, we didn't do it because nobody, I guess whoever was a class president, I don't remember who it was, didn't set it up.
Oh, they're supposed to set it up?
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if that's the case, then we never had one. But I debated whether to go to mine or not because I'm like, do I really want to go see the people I graduated with that, like, I didn't even talk to?
10 years later.
Like, I have, like, probably 80% of my class I did not talk to. But then I felt like I wanted to go back because I'm like, I would like to see where people are at the same time. How they turned out to be.
Which is, and she's, yeah, I only talked to her.
Do?
To Caitlin?
Oh.
That's the only person I talked to.
At
Outside
high
of the
school, I talked to my friend Jen. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
At high
I
school.
don't talk to anybody else, really, so. I mean, I don't really. It is what it is. Life goes on.
People who, like, have friends, like, from, like, elementary school till now.
Shout out to you guys.
Like, I talk to Michelle once in a while. And
No, but like they're talking about like you're talking about like close friends.
No, I'm
like,
talking about like best friends. Like you guys
Yeah.
hang out,
Like,
grab dinner,
hip to
coffee,
hip type of thing.
like you guys talk like either every day, every other day, or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I know somebody from my class, like 2 people who have been friends since they were like 4, and they're like so close.
Interesting.
So
I wonder how many fights they had.
who knows? I mean,
friends
fights
fight. Like
fights,
they're gonna fight.
You know what? Like fights, I feel like make people relationships stronger. Well, it depends.
Well, yeah, it is.
Depends
I mean,
on the fight.
you know, in friendship or relationships, like either or, you're gonna have fights no matter what. Nobody's perfect.
Do you feel like as you get older, you feel like having friends, I'm not going to say is important, but do you feel like you don't feel the need to have that many friends around?
Yeah.
I feel like now I have literally like a handful, and I'm like totally okay with it.
I'm okay with that too. I don't need many friends to feel satisfied with my life. All I worry about is family, really, for the most part. I mean, it's good to have friends to like talk to.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I literally have like a handful, barely.
Yeah.
Not even, probably 4.
I'm content with my life.
So, I'm totally okay with that.
The person I've been with since high school, I'm fine.
It's crazy how I knew him before you knew him.
That's weird.
Because
Even remember Nancy?
Which one? The daughter or the mom? Nancita?
No. And sorry, Nancy. And George, them.
No, but
so
they knew like family to us.
They babysat Chris.
Shut up.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, they babysat the kids.
Well, just like Betty babysat Jessica.
Yeah.
Jessica's Chris's sister, by the way, not my sister.
Yeah.
Oh, that's confusing. Okay, my sister.
I'm Jessica, but technically my sister-in-law, whatever. I'm just gonna call her sister-in-law at this point.
Her name is also
her
Jessica.
name is Jessica too.
I was best friends with her in high school.
Yeah.
And that's how I got to meet Chris before, because she threw me a surprise birthday party here one time in the basement. That's how I met her. That's how I saw Chris.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, when you told me I'm dating Chris, I was like, okay, cool. And he said, Chris, is his sister Jessica? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, oh my God.
It's like a whole big, like, what we should call it? Circle of life.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a small world.
But I feel like getting older, like, I don't need a big group of friends. I'm okay with the friend group that I have.
I'm fine. Whatever, the whole small... You just need friends that...
You know it's going to be there for you.
Yeah. You don't need too many friends who most likely are going to be, like, backstabbing or, like...
Or who, like, are truly... Like, that's another thing. When you go through life, like, even when you go through something traumatic, like with mom...
Yeah.
That's when you really could tell. Because everybody could be like, oh, I'm here for you, I'm here for you. But then, like, when something like that happens, you really get to see, okay, who's honestly there for you, who's not.
Yeah.
And that's sad, because the people that you expect to be there are, like, ghosting you in a sense, and then the people who you didn't even expect to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. But that's a whole other topic with our mom, but...
We'll go more into it as time goes by.
She's doing good. Let me just put it out there, so...
Yeah.
But, but this is our first episode, and we're excited to keep going.
And hopefully we got more listeners, or not more listeners, but we get listeners first of all.
Subscribe to our podcast.
And we are going to be uploading stuff on Instagram. And we'll go from there and see what happens with this podcast.
So we just want to thank you guys, and we will continue on next week.
Continue with our entertainment, and we'll have some special guests too. Special guests meaning like just friends that are like maybe just joining along the conversation.
Maybe Mackenzie will pop in and say hi.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but we'll talk to you guys next week.
Thanks,
Hope you guys have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.